Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaura Bhakta-vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Jaya Nitai Shati Shuta Nitai Shati Shuta Shati Shuta Jaya Nitai Shati Shuta Nitai Shati Shuta Shati Shuta Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Prabhupada
No, I'll explain to you later.
A little bit. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritta Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswati Vesham Tato Jayam Udiraaya Sukraya Shuddhashnittam Bhagavatam Sevaya Bhagavatam Uttama Slokai Bhakti Jagati Nashtaki. Hare Krishna. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 12, text 7 to 16. So it's a huge text. So many. Maybe we can read the translation for the Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I will recite the 16th one. Translation from Moro. It's available here.
No, you don't find a computer.
We can search here also from Vedadas. It's a little bit difficult, but we can search it here in the Google. Found it?
Takes me some time.
No, let's go to Google.
Yeah. I mean, here it's also
Yeah,
some
from
kind
here
of.
also you can do.
Yeah.
Translation of the text 7. From Maru was born a son named Prasusruta. From Prasusruta came Shandi. From Sandhi came Amarsana, and from Amarsana a son named Mahashana. From Mahashana, Vishwabhu took his birth. Text 8. From Vishwabhu came a son named Prashanjit. From Prashanjit came Takshaka, and from Takshaka came Brihadbala, who was killed in a fight by your father. Nice. It's 9, 12. Now I am reading translation of text 9. All these kings in the dynasty of Ikshaku have passed away. Now please listen as I describe the kings who will be born in the future. From Brihadbala will come Brihaddana. Text 10. Dasana Brihaddana will be Urukriya, who will have a son named Basabridha. Basabridha will have a son named Pratibhuma, and Pratibhuma will have a son named Bhanu, from whom Dibaka, a great commander of soldiers, will take birth. Text 11. Thereafter, from Dibaka will come a son named Shahadev, and from Sahadev a great hero named Brihadasha. From Brihadasha will come Banuman, and from Banuman will come Pratikasha. The son of Pratikasha will be Supratika. Supratika. Text 12. Thereafter, from Supratik will come Marudeva. From Marudeva, Sunakshastra. From Sunakshastra, Pushkara. And from Pushkara, Antariksha. The son of Antariksha will be Sutapa. And his son will be Amritajit. So we can take this name for our next generation. From Amritajit will come a son named Brihadaja. From Brihadaja will come Barhi. From Barhi will come Kritanjaya. The son of Kritanjaya will be known as Rananjay. And from him will come a son called Sanjay. Text 14. From Sanjay will come Shakha. From Shakha will come Sudhoda. And from Sudhoda will come Langala. From Langala will come Prasanjit. And from Prasanjit, Shudraka. Text 15. From Shudraka will come Ranaka. From Ranaka will come Shurata. And from Surata will come Shumitra, ending the dynasty. This is a description of the dynasty of Brihadbala. Text 16. The last king in the dynasty of Ikshashu will be Sumitra. After Sumitra, there will be no more sons in the dynasty of the sun god, and thus the dynasty will end. Thus end the purport of the 9th canto, 12th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Dynasty of Kusha, the son of Lord Ramchandra.
I suggest if you're not very inspired, maybe you can read the introduction of the next
I don't know.
chapter.
No, it's okay. We can.
But it's up
Share
to
something from
if
the
you're inspired.
Om Ganatimirandhya Svaki Ranjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manah Vistavastapitam Yana Putari Samrupam Kalamiyam Dadate Spadanti Bandham Shri Guru Shri Jagapati Kamalam Shri Guru Krishna Vamsham Shri Kumshankrajatam Sahagaravinatan Vitam Shrivam Sadhitam Savadhutam Paridana Shahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padana Sahaganalita Sivishakamitam Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishna Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Krishna Krishna Pachati Krishna Hey Krishna Karunashanda Devi Jagatpati Kapashika Pikapanta Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gauranga Radhe Vrindavishvita Shubham Shruti Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Bancha Kalpa Taruvashta Kripashinda Daivacha Pritana Pavan Pavashna Pranamam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivashadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. All Puran Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki. So today we are reading the dynasty of Kusha, the son of Lord Ramachandra. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, there is one saying. I have heard this Leela from our senior spiritual god brother, His Holiness Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj. No. Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj. He told our Guru Maharaj, generally, His Holiness Jagata Kasmi Guru Maharaj, he generally used to always put a garland in his throat, and he liked this, and he was carrying this, and normally he has a very big body, so the garlands also big garlands of the Mayapur, Radha Madhava Panchatattva, these garlands you are bringing. So once somehow I don't know how much it's relevant and how much it's like perfect to share. Maybe if we take it in a different angle, it's good. we take it as a lesson. So then he got some criticism. Why Japatak Maharaj is always carrying these big garlands for the whole day? Is that any Shastik Praman of this? Why he is doing so? So in the GBC meeting, this criticism came, and then our Guru Maharaj, he opened the Srimad Bhagavatam, where Uddhava was saying to Krishna, "Oh my dear Lord, by taking the garland of your Mahaprasad, I will get delivered from the material bondage of this life." So then everyone was happy. Okay. So I was earlier a little bit confused whether we should take these garlands, because sometimes, while wearing garland we feel a little bit shy or something like that. So, but if we think, okay, it's the mercy of Lord, then nothing wrong in taking prasad. Yeah, that's the point. While you were putting me this, I was thinking, okay, it's a prasad. Anyway, so today we are discussing the dynasty of Kusha, and generally, because Prabhupada, he is the Saptavesh avatar, he knows Jagannath Balveshwar Kumar Prabhupada ki
Jai.
One day, one of my friend came to the temple, and generally we put long hair to Krishna and also Gauranikai. So he was asking, the next one, the white one, she is lady, I can understand, but the black one, is he or she? Because Krishna also dressed himself like a goop, And today Gaurnita also, they have put their hair in front of them. Seems a little bit lady type. It's nice to see. So what I want to discuss here, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Srila Prabhupada, he is a Shaktavesh avatar. Shaktavesh avatar means there are different types of avatar, incarnation of the Lord, like Lila avatar, Mandavatar, there's Manus, there are different other avatars. So one of them is Shaktavesh avatar. When a person is endowed with a special spiritual benediction and power by the Supreme Lord Himself, then he can do something miracle that is beyond the conceivability, that is beyond the understanding power of the normal human being. Just like Lord Veshudeva, he is considered Lord also, because he has written and he has scriptured all of the scriptures in the written version, so that the people of the Kali Yuga, they can get this easily. Because most of the time I say this, according to recent scientific research, human has the concentration power of 7 to 8 seconds, while a dolphin has 9 seconds. So we are worse than a dolphin. So it's really tough for us to remember Shruti Parampara, to continue this Parampara just by hearing. That's why Lord Himself incarnated as Vaishnava, and He, by the help of the Ganesha, they have written these scriptures according to our capacity. They have kept something here, and most of them are not available here. Like while I was reading the Mahabharata, I saw that there is 1 lakh verses that is given here for this material world to us, and the heavenly planet, they have Mahabharata, millions of billions of verses are there. So it's given according to the time, place, and circumstances. So Srila Prabhupada also gave this knowledge while he was writing these books. Especially you will see in the introduction of the Bhagavad Gita, while Srila Prabhupada was giving the introduction, he was saying that when I had to publish these books in a short version, I was not happy, but I had to do it because of the cost and because I was told by the publication that you have to minimize it in a short form. But later, when Macmillan Company they got the charge of it, and Srila Prabhupada was happy because he felt that okay, now it's time for me to express it as I want. So I have heard one nice incident from Gauranga Prabhu. So once he called the brahmacharis of the ashram, and he told that every one of you please bring one copy of Srimad Bhagavatam from different acharyas commentary. So every one of them they brought. Someone brought Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary. Someone brought Baladev Vidyabhushan, Sridhar Swami, Jiva Goswami, like different versions of different acharyas. And he told them, they were in a circle, they sat together, and he told them, okay, now we will recite one particular verse from all of the commentary. So each one was, someone was reading from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, someone from Sridhar Swami, someone from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, someone from Jiva Goswami. And he asked them, everyone, each and everyone, okay, how many percentage you understood this translation of this particular verse? Some devotee told, okay, I understood 10%. Some told, I didn't understand even at all. It went over my head. And then he read the same purport from Srila Prabhupada, Srimad Bhagavatam. And then he asked, now how many percentage you have got the meaning of this particular verse? And everyone rose their hand, okay, we got 100%. So he told, that is the contribution of the Srila Prabhupada to the human society. That is the greatest contribution. And have you got this experience?
What was the first commentary read?
Like there are different types of commentaries. Someone from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
From our acharyas? But...
Yes.
Wow.
Different commentary. And the last one was from Srila Prabhupada. Have you got this experience in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even...
It's not time to share, but on Gita Bhushana, for
Yes.
instance, to read the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. It's like, I was trying to get inspired because sometimes to prepare the class, you feel, okay, let me try after reading Prabhupada, let me try to go further. And you read and you feel,
what's going on?
Is it the same book?
Yeah, really.
Too far.
Really. So I tried, even Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was also, he knew Bengali. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada also knew Bengali. Even being that our mother tongue, he wrote something, I tried for many times, I never understood. And even not 10%. And I was feeling, oh, really, it's so great mercy of Srila Prabhupada. His books are so simple, and according to our standard, our class. If we still have some confusion, we can have a try practically. That is 100% guaranteed that there is, of course, everything is like nectar, but for us, like there is water everywhere, no? In the air, there is water. In the whole atmosphere, there is water, mostly the water. But to pacify our thirst, this water will not help us. We can like take like this and water will come. Will it come? No. So for that we need a glass. We need water which is visible to us, which is authentic for us, capable to meet our thirst. So that is Srila Prabhupada's book. because otherwise it's not something theoretical, it's very practical. And we really should feel grateful to him that he is so merciful and he has written these books. And once in a pastime of Srila Prabhupada, he told that, though it's a very intimate pastime, he told that when Krishna asked me to go, I told no, that's not a good place. I'm not here to go. You will find this in Srila Prabhupada, Lilamrita, not Lilamrita. One of Srila Prabhupada disciple, he wrote Srila Prabhupada Sharanamrita, different volume. There are 4 to 5 volumes, Srila Prabhupada's Smaranamrita, Memories of Srila Prabhupada. So, in one of that, he shared this pastime. There are different versions. It's available in online also. I've checked once. So then Srila Prabhupada told Krishna asked me to go there, and I was not happy not to go there. It's not a good place. Then Krishna told okay, and he told that I can't live like this, all of the Goswamis, wearing this little kupin. So Krishna told me, okay, you don't worry, you don't have to be like this, you will be a rich sannyasi, and you just write the books and you then come back to me. Don't worry, I will manage everything for you. So there's a custom generally Srila Prabhupada never mentioned in public place. When he is intimate with his some senior disciple, then out of ecstasy sometime he shared it. Like you will also feel sometime, though we know that it's not a good thing to share maybe with my wife or with my friend, but we are so feeling so happy inside or so ecstatic. Sometimes we share something intimate because we feel so happy inside. Have you got this experience? And then we say, don't tell it to others. Sometimes it happens. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada sometimes shared these intimate pastimes of him with Krishna. So why I'm saying, so Srila Prabhupada known, and that's why it's very important. Many years ago, when I came in Krishna consciousness, I was a little bit our Bhakti Krishna Maharaj, he wrote a book, Call of Death, or maybe the name of the book is Death maybe. So in that book, he gave reference and he gave whole purport from Srila Prabhupada books, from Bhagavad Gita, from Srimad Bhagavatam, from Ishopanishad, from this book, that book. So I was a little bit, that time, to be honestly speaking, I was thinking, yeah, he gave this, we can read this from Prabhupada book also. When we buy a new book, we think, okay, there will be something more information, more interesting maybe that I didn't read, I didn't know. So that time I think, oh, it's hubu the exact thing from Prabhupada purport from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And mostly he gave this reference exactly from Srila Prabhupada book. But later, as the time passes, I understood it was how he is totally dependent, how he is trusting Srila Prabhupada. He didn't wanted to put so much his opinion. Mostly he was giving references from Prabhupada books, and sometimes he's putting his realization with that. But mostly he was giving the same knowledge as Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada once shared that this is a disease of the Western people. You always want to change. They don't want to strict on the same thing that Srila Prabhupada gave. That's why, unless there is something very important and necessary and urgent, we should not generally change the rules and regulations or systems Srila Prabhupada introduced. Maybe sometime there may not be any audience for Srimad Bhagavatam. Still we have read, we have carried on for our benefit. There may be sometime, we go to the street and we are not getting any response today, not a good response. Still we have to carry on. And I got this experience nicely thanks to Radhashyam Prabhu. He's a very good guy and he's very so nice devotee. I am highly inspired by him. because he is highly depending on Srila Prabhupada. And when we have introducing his systems for cultivating the youths, so we saw the nice slide shows he has presented, nice examples, and that is so perfect according to the circumstances, time and place. And I was thinking, oh, it's really nice. And later as time passes, I saw in every slide and in every point, all of the logics he put from Srila Prabhupada books. Every logic. But before that I was thinking, oh, he is really so intelligent. Maybe he has manufactured these things so nicely. But no. And really it's so nice that Srila Prabhupada gave all the logics. All the logics. So he told in one of his lecture that he for 2-3 years he didn't preach. He just studied Srila Prabhupada's book, scrutinized point to point, and he collected all the materials, made all the materials. And from my little realization, I can guarantee. That's why mostly, to be honest, I never recommend other person to read other books. I always recommend, please read Srila Prabhupada books. And that's really true. In our whole lifetime, like for me, I really feel in my whole lifetime, I'm sure that I don't need to read any other books. Maybe sometime we may think, okay, if I, in the class, if I give references, Sri Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur told this, Shilaji Goswami told this, yeah, it's good. But mostly if we depend on Srila Prabhupada references, that will help us to put our trust and faith more and more to Srila Prabhupada, to ISKCON. And His Holiness Bhakticharya Swami Maharaj gave 3 instructions to his disciples and all of the followers of ISKCON. His Holiness Bhakticharya Swami Guru Maharaj. So one of the instruction was, he told, whatever is happened, never leave ISKCON. Never leave ISKCON. Whatever happened. Actually, in one of his seminar, one devotee asked Maharaj, we know that this, as you told, this is a big boat or a big ship. This ISKCON is a big ship, and Srila Prabhupada is the Kandari. He is the boatman of this big ship. He is the Patha Pradarshak. He is the boatman who is driving this boat, and all of our ISKCON members, we are the on English
Travelers?
Passengers. So sometimes we see in this ship some demons also entered, just like in the while Mohini Murti was distributing nectar to the demigods, there 2 demons also entered to take the nectar, Rahu and Ketu. So seems like that the devotee asked Maharaj, seems like that in our ISKCON ship also there is somehow or other some demons entered and they are creating so much disturbances to the devotees and to the society. And that's true. They did a little bit of service, but later they become so against of ISKCON and they do ill preaching. They spread ill things. So Maharaj told, and he asked, and then it seems to us it's really tough to stay in this ship. Better to jump. We feel sometimes like the better to jump to the ocean. So Maharaj told, if you now want to jump to the ocean, you see there are so many crocodiles and shark in the river, in the ocean, and surely they're just waiting for you. Just like Maya, and they will immediately you will get off from this ship. This shark, like Maya, they will catch up you. So better, even if there is some problem, there is some demon pinching you, still stay on the ship. Yeah, that's because the question, the sense was like that because we are not fully purified still. That's why we have both good and bad dog inside ourselves. It's not like a cinema. You will see hero is always doing good, and the person who is villain, he is always doing bad. In reality, that's not true. There is no one who is just doing the same. He is also doing some sort of punya karma. There is always good and bad in oneself. And in devotees also, we have good and bad things. We are trying to grow up the good things as day by day and trying to diminish the bad one. So that's why sometimes as a devotee also, even if we are doing something, some services, or even if we are trying, still due to our bad pastime deeds, karma fall, we have some problems, we have some bad habits that is giving pain to others. But that is the good thing that we are devotee can easily rectify today or tomorrow. They can easily rectify their problem. They can identify, and Krishna is so merciful. He is personally taking care of the devotees. For the normal people, he never interfere. For the devotees, you will see, even if you are doing so nice service, you chanted nicely, still you are getting pain by somehow or others. It's actually arranged by Krishna so that you never lead him. So that is to be honest, that is the most transcendental and most favorable qualities of Krishna. I like myself. He rectifies his devotees. Like and the devotees, they feel really grateful to Krishna. Okay, you did for my benefit only. Maybe for the immediate time we feel a little bit sad, but later we feel no, it's your mercy only. You did, thanks to you that you rectified me, you corrected me. So the point is, that's why when Maharaj told, even if there is problem in our ISKCON community, never leave ISKCON. Never, whatever happened. So that's really a heart-touching instruction that I got from him. Mostly there was many disciples of him in Bangladesh. So he was used to go at least once or twice in Bangladesh. So he was very inspiring for us also. So this instruction I want to share with all of our ISKCON devotee also. Whatever, even if we are not a good devotee, we never should leave ISKCON. Never ever. Even never we should think of it. Whatever bhakti we do, we should always get attached to Srila Prabhupada and his society. And it's guaranteed, today or tomorrow, he will save us. Isn't it? So thanks to Srila Prabhupada. Sorry, I'm being a little bit emotional. And why I'm saying this, that's why I never recommend personally to make changes in our ISKCON territory, because Srila Prabhupada never wanted that to make, even if there is so many blasphemy was coming against many president or someone, Srila Prabhupada didn't want to change. He was saying it's always good to reform. It's always good to reform than change. Yeah, sometimes we may need some change according to time, place, and circumstances, of course. But we always try to keep the rules and regulation as much as possible as Srila Prabhupada gave us. But we have to also understand that the intention of Srila Prabhupada. Like for example, we are learning instrument. So after the first lesson, Bhashmati Manjari Mata was asking me, I am really getting confused because Prabhupada gave so many demotivation to learn harmonium. He was generally not giving inspiration devotees to learn and play harmonium in the kirtan. But we see that all our ISKCON gurus, they are playing harmonium while doing kirtan. So one maybe got a little bit confusion after reading 2 or 3 quotations from Srila Prabhupada, where he demotivated to learn harmonium. But if you read thoroughly all of the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, then you will see he was demotivating to the newcomers mostly. And what was the intention of him? Like he was instructing. Once incident, someone was playing harmonium and he was singing. So Srila Prabhupada told his secretary, "Who is this devotee who is singing with harmonium?" And Srila Prabhupada and that secretary went there and he saw it was Bharatdas Prabhu. So when the devotee came to Srila Prabhupada, returned to Srila Prabhupada, and he told Srila Prabhupada it was Bharatdas Prabhu. Then Srila Prabhupada told, "Okay, oh, it's Bharatdas. Oh, he can play. No problem." So, and there are many other quotations where Srila Prabhupada told, in the street you can play harmonium, mridanga and kotha. We don't need any other instrument. So when you will read thoroughly all of the Srila Prabhupada letters regarding a specific point, then you will understand that the intention was Srila Prabhupada was always giving focus to Harinam, so that it never be like we give focus too much in instrument, we forgot the main purpose. That Harinam is our main focus, not the instrument. So that's why we should not be fanatic also while following the instruction. So if we feel that there is a little bit of need of change is needed now to make the solution of some problem that's coming to us in terms of the community or in terms of the temple management, then we should not whimsically change the rule and regulation that Srila Prabhupada implemented. Then we have to take shelter of senior authorities like the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, because they are much more expert in understanding Srila Prabhupada's mood and mission. So they will do the calculation. Is there any need of changes here? And they will then say, okay, we can do this. And then we are safe as a member or as a management team or as a neophyte devotee, we are always safe. So as a practicing devotee also, if we feel that some confusion or some controversial thing comes to us, why Srila Prabhupada saying two different things for the same topic, then we should take shelter to some senior devotees. We should ask them why Srila Prabhupada told this and that. Like I can give another example. Srila Prabhupada told while singing, doing kirtan, we should not focus on the instrument, rather we should focus on the Harinam. But the same Srila Prabhupada giving instruction to a devotee told that why hearing the mundane music, the sound of the mridanga, the sound of the instrument is so nice. Just focus on the sounds of these instruments and focus on the sounds of the Harinam. Then you will never feel any interest for the mundane music. So in this quotation you see, Srila Prabhupada recommended that person to hear the sound of mridanga, sound of transcendental instruments. And the same thing Bhaktivinoda Thakur also told in his bhajan, Mridanga bad sunite mor avasharo shadajache prasad sheba korite. Oh, I forgot the last line. The first line was Mridanga bad sunite mor man avasharo shadajache. My mind is always hankering some free time to hear the sound of mridanga and kartal. Mridanga bad. So here he also told that the transcendental sound of mridanga is so melodious and so inspiring for the devotee. So just we can think, okay, then why it's maybe a little bit controversial. But there is no controversy actually. Because for that neophyte devotee, he was feeling interest for mundane things, mundane music, mundane instruments. That's why Srila Prabhupada told, okay, why you are feeling interest for the mundane instrument? Rather feel interest to the transcendental instrument, mridanga, badda, kartal, this instrument. So that's why in instruction we can't always say that this is the instruction, and this is same for everyone. It will never be allowed, even for the material cases. I shared this point earlier also. Everywhere there is exceptions. In physics, in chemistry, in mathematics, in biology, everywhere, in every theory, you will see the exception. These chemicals do this reaction, but except this one. There are many. These elements follow the rules of Charles and Boyle, but these elements never follow. And you will see there are in physics, there are Carnot engine. It never follow any instruction. It's not in reality. And the thermodynamics law. Then there are many other formulas. In mathematics also, the formula of the real number, then the value of the pi. There are many other. We can give hundreds and thousands of exceptions in every field. So we can't be like according to time, place, and circumstances. Srila Prabhupada gave instruction. So that's why we have to understand the mood and intention. Then it will be easier for us to differentiate what is good and bad, why this instruction is given to this person, why this instruction is a little bit different from the earlier one, according to time, place, and circumstances. That's why we have to follow Srila Prabhupada as much as possible, and also we have to follow his disciples, his authorities like GBCs. After Srila Prabhupada, GBC has got the foremost authority, and GBC has also put the authority in different temples. So we have to follow by this way. We can never think, okay, just by reading this Srila Prabhupada, I will understand everything and I will do fight with other guys. No, we have to follow his instruction by following his authority also. Just while we are doing the ISKCON disciple course, IDC course, so in the book there is one nice lila. So there was GBC meeting, and they were saying to Srila Prabhupada that some of your disciples, they are not following us. They say that we want to follow Srila Prabhupada, but we don't want to follow GBC. And Srila Prabhupada became so angry and annoyed. He, in front of his table, he did like this. See how rascal they are. They want to follow me, but they don't want to follow my instruction. Because Srila Prabhupada gave the instruction, follow the GBC. So that's the point. And I want to finish here by saying the last one, that whatever Srila Prabhupada gave in his books, that is much more enough for us. And we have to follow Srila Prabhupada, GBC, and his authority. I mean to say, the person who has following his instruction properly, then our life will be successful, and then it will be very simple. Otherwise, we will just get confused, and our devotional life also will be in danger. Thank you so much. If you have any comment or correction, you may share.
Yes. You mentioned about Bhakti Charu Maharaj that he gave 3 advices, and you shared the first one. What are the 2 other ones?
Two other one I have to see also. I forgot.
Okay, sorry.
I forgot this.
Yeah, please share so much.
Yeah, I forgot. But this one, because this one touches my heart very strongly. That's why I remember this. Yeah, but the rest one I have to check.
And then here we can see indeed that sometimes devotees have this tendency, when they see that, for instance, preaching is not working, that ISKCON in this country has so many problems, let's better create something else. So question connected with that is, why do we develop this tendency of thinking that we can do better than what Prabhupada gave? And then how to reconsider the situation, because this factually may be true. Preaching is not working is kind of a very bad reputation. We can take example of France. There's very bad reputation. But still, how to understand that, yes, even though this happens, still, Srila Prabhupada wants us to continue because, yeah, the boat ISKCON might be, in the time being, for instance, back then when there was these scandals and so on in France, might not be attractive for mundane people. You know, if you want to preach for the sake of preaching, it will not be the best strategy probably to talk about ISKCON and to officialize like, yeah, we are ISKCON devotees. So how to consider these aspects also properly?
I have 2 points to share in this regard. Number one is, we never think that changing the principle that Srila Prabhupada gave us will help us to propagate this mission. It will never happen. The best example is Srila Prabhupada himself. There are many other God brothers of Srila Prabhupada. They also came in West to preach. In London, there are big sannyasis of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. They came here, they tried to preach and they did a little bit and later they got frustrated. Oh, it's not happening. And once in a gathering of Srila Prabhupada God brothers, and they are discussing how it can be possible that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that Prithivite Asujata Nagaradi Gram Sarvatra Prachar Hoibe Mohna. In every town and village of the world, this name will be, my name will be propagated, preached. And they were concocting that maybe by saying the whole word, Mahaprabhu indicated only the Bharatvarsha, India. He may be told that in every corner of the India, there will be name of the Lord will be preached. And Srila Prabhupada got so annoyed by hearing this, he immediately stood up from that place and he was leaving that place and while passing the staring, he left back to this gathering and he told, as Mahaprabhu told whole universe, whole world, that means the name of Krishna will be preached whole world, undoubtedly. You are in confusion. Who will do this? But you remember, at least none of you can do this. Because you don't have this trust on the saying of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that's what we see. And in another instruction, while devotees are asking Prabhupada, can we use some other modern musical instruments while singing on the street? Srila Prabhupada told, do you know better than Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? He was using only Mridanga and Kartal. There was at that time Veena, Indian instrument Veena. And there are some other instrument also at that time, Mahaprabhu's time. But Mahaprabhu never recommended that. So do you know better than Mahaprabhu? So that's why at least for myself, I can 100% guarantee we don't need to change anything more that Srila Prabhupada gave. The main principle he gave. Like especially for the Western countries, he gave to do Harinam and to do the book distribution. And that doesn't mean that we should not implement our intelligence for propagating the holy name, for distributing books, for propagating this Krishna consciousness. So how can we do that? I told this in many times also. For propagating or for preaching this Krishna consciousness, 3 things are mainly important. His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu told us. One thing is Bhakti Shakti. Bhakti Shakti means we have to have this trust on Srila Prabhupada, the method he has given. We have to have trust on Krishna and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We have this bhakti inside ourselves. Krishna Shakti Vinanahe Tahar Pravartan. Without the mercy of Krishna, it never be propagated. And the second thing is Priti Lakshanam. having a good understanding and relationship between the preachers and the general people to whom we are preaching. And the third one is skill. Skill, that is our intelligence. We can implement newer and newer technique to not to change, to not doing harinam, not doing distribution. We should use our intelligence to how to make the distribution more and more technically, more practically, and how can we do the harinam more and more by using our intelligence. So that's that. So if we think, okay, Srila Prabhupada is given whatever, we have to just stick on this, and we should not use our intelligence. No, we should use our intelligence to do the things Srila Prabhupada gave to us, to spread it more and more. So if someone may misunderstood, okay, Srila Prabhupada just give this, okay, just keep this. No, Srila Prabhupada once told that to our Guru Maharaj also, if you can't spread, at least you maintain whatever I give. That means he wanted us to spread it more and more. Just like, for example, Radheshan Prabhu told us that now see, people are in official places, in congregation, in colleges, universities. Everyone used to have more and more technology based. So generally they don't want to bring a book like this because it's a little bit tough. Rather than they can just bring one laptop and all of the information in the laptop. So if we use the slideshow, if we use this technology for propagating the same knowledge that is available in the Srimad Bhagavatam, then that is our intelligence to preach Krishna consciousness. You understood?
I disagree.
Huh?
I disagree.
Okay, I will hear from you. What is your opinion? So that is skill, because generally people, they don't want to bring, like sometimes while we preach, to take Srimad Bhagavatam, say this many book, oh, I don't have place to keep it, or it's very tough for me to keep. But they can read from Vedas very easily. So while preaching to the youths, we are also using this multimedia and these technologies, and we see that they are getting attracted. But we are not giving something else that Srila Prabhupada gave. We are not giving the philosophy. We are giving the same philosophy that Srila Prabhupada gave us, but we are using the modern technology. Just like you see, we are using this multimedia for reciting, for showing these things, and whenever people come, they don't know, but they can follow this and they can sing us. They can sing the same thing by following us. So by this, using our intelligence, using our modern facilities, we can spread this Krishna consciousness that Srila Prabhupada gave to us. Okay, Prabhu, if you want to share something, I can hear. That is my opinion. I think you understand. Yeah.
There's no. I don't disagree about the point of technology, but I mean, I don't know. I don't find a place to sometimes give feedbacks on the class, really, because I don't find place for it. Because, for example, you initiate it, and maybe I something in the class that I don't find,
Okay, maybe if you think it's personal, maybe we can share it later.
But the thing, when it's personal, is that it ends up that it goes nowhere. When there is no space for it, or at least structure for these feedbacks, then it goes nowhere. It goes in the void, in the wind.
That's why we want to hear from you.
Yeah,
if not now, maybe personally.
Well, I don't mind, but I just mean that I don't think I can say it, and if it's too much, you can stop me.
Okay, we can share this personally, and maybe we can also share with Jiva Prabhu and some other senior devotee if we are not agree. That's very natural. In Krishna consciousness, we may have different opinion, and both can be true.
Just we have to be clear about time. So
So I think we should stop.
I can just add that recently I heard in the ELM, the Management Mela in Vrindavan, the point of, for instance, because you mentioned about books, that it's good to use technology for youth. That's true in one way, but still we should always bring them to read the physical books.
Yeah, of course.
This is one example. So in the preaching strategy, yes, definitely we need to be like
Yeah.
to apply, you know.
Yeah, that's why we are distributing books on the street. We are not saying download this from Vedas.
Yeah, this is fine, but then we should always bring them to the physical books.
Yeah.
Because just even for our benefit,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
connect much more with the knowledge by reading from the book
Yeah.
rather than our Kindle.
Yes.
And we put so much more personal relationship with the book
Books. Yeah.
that we carry with us, and it's more like personality. We can worship the book, but we will hardly worship our Kindle. So
yeah, I 100% agree, and that is my personal experience also. But sometimes when we are in some other place, we can use this technology and read. That is also our usage of time. But we should not, when there is chance of reading from book, we should not depend on that only. Yeah. Thank you so much.
But I know that Christopher has other points to share, but if you feel that you need to share, you can have a discussion and then bring a summary of your discussion on the temple group so that we can discuss.
Yeah,
That will be very important.
but I mean, I don't want to.
Yeah, I think we can stop now. And we can share later.
Yeah, it's only thing is just just that because sometimes we may have some feedbacks for the improvement of the service that we do, or that others do, but we are not in position to, if everyone starts going, everyone has some feedbacks, everyone has some ideas, but if everyone goes to the person and speaks, it's very toxic.
No, that's why we have resident meeting. Then there we can share almost.
I know the resident meeting sometimes is not.
This is not in the class context. Even what you are sharing now is not in the class. So if you have something about the Bhagavatam, a question regarding the Bhagavatam class, you can ask. If you want to explain, shall we do a feedback now or not? This is not the class.
No, not.
So do you have a question?
Not about Bhagavatam, but something about Bhagavatam.
Yeah, we can stop the live. Can you stop the live? Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada transcendental mercy ki jai. Hari Hari Bol.